What is up, beautiful people? So for today, I just want to talk about something that really drives me insane. I know I touched on it a little bit on the last video, but that is excuses. And that is the I can't attitude. I can't do it. It's too hard. I don't know how you do it. Da 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 da. I don't care. Anybody can do it if they actually want to. It's just a matter if you want to. So for today's tips, I kind of just want to go over some things that help me when it comes to eating a certain way, because that's the biggest thing I hear is, oh, I can do the workout part, I can't eat like that. Okay, well, you can, you just don't try. So the first thing, I'm going to dive right into it. The first thing is grocery shopping. I know I touched on this in the last video. Grocery shopping. Don't grab things that are not going to be easy to say no to. I don't know if that made sense. So let's say you're at the grocery store and your cart is full of like healthy, nutritional things and you're so proud of yourself and you're like, you know what? I'm going to get this bag of cookies because look at my cart. It looks so good. Da, 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 da. Well, you're going to get those cookies and then you're going to get home and 9 times out of 10, that's the first thing you're going to go to whenever you're hungry is that sweet. And so my kind of rule of thumb is don't buy it. Leave it at the store. Because almost every time if I'm craving something, or if I'm not on prep, I'll go to the gas station and they'll have like the travel packs of it where it's just a 1 serving size. And that way I don't have a whole bag or container or whatever of this treat. And that way it's not in my house, I'm not tempted by it, and it's not going to be the first thing I go to when I'm hungry. I'm going to go to those more nutritional options. I'm going to go to the food I've prepped out. I'm going to do all of that. Another thing is the food isn't going anywhere. Like the cookies at the store, they're not going anywhere. They're not going to magically disappear. It's not your only time to eat them. They're going to be there for weeks and weeks and weeks. Hopefully not the same package, but they're going to be there for a while. Those food options are not leaving. They're not going anywhere. You can get them at any time. So you do not need that at that exact moment. Wait until it's your cheat meal. Wait until it's your high carb day. Wait until it's whatever. And then have those treats. And like I said, just don't buy them and keep them at home. Go get a travel pack. Or sometimes I'll get one, I'll eat the serving, and I'll throw the whole thing away. Just because I know keeping it in my house isn't going to help me. It's going to make things a lot worse. The temptation is always there. And sometimes it is very hard to say no to temptation, especially when you're so hungry and it just looks so good. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I was having an Oreo stash. I was collecting all the limited edition Oreos. I had to go ahead and throw them away. I couldn't do it. The temptation was getting really bad to eat them. So one day I was sitting there, I just kept thinking about them excessively, and I just was like, you know what? We're throwing them away. It's not worth having them in the house and knowing that they're there and knowing that temptation is there. So I was like, we're gone. It's gone. We're throwing it away. No more. And it sucks because I was so looking forward to eating them. But it is what it is, guys. It's an Oreo. It's a cookie. It's not a big deal. My goals are much bigger than a piece of food. So I was like, it's not worth feeling this way. Let's just throw them away. And the thoughts are gone. The next thing is emotions. I talked about this in the last video also. Why are you eating something? Are you eating it because you're sad? Are you eating it because you're really stressed out? Are you eating it because, you know, there's something going on in your life? Is that why you're reaching for that? Sorry, my camera's driving me nuts. I feel like it's too high. Are you reaching for that candy bar because maybe so-and-so broke up with you and you're just so sad and that chocolate bar is going to make you feel so much better? Well, the thing with processed sugar, guys, the reasons it makes us feel better in that moment is because our brain lights up as it would when we do cocaine whenever we eat these processed sugars. That's why you feel good for that short amount of time and then you crash, because then it's such a quick reacting food that your body comes down off of it pretty quick as well. So if you look at studies, they say that they'll do someone that does cocaine, they'll look at the way that the brain lights up, and then someone will eat a high processed sugar, and then their brain will light up almost identically. And so that's what's going to make you feel better, guys, but it's not a long-term fix. You're going to keep going back to that food and keep going back to that food. And I know we talked about that sugar isn't bad, blah, 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 blah. Hey, that's my veggies. talked about sugar that isn't bad. Sugar in excess is bad. Having high amounts of sugar all the time, every single meal, that's when we start to hit that touch and go, where let's say all your meals consist of candy bars and sodas. Your body's gonna have a hard time functioning. So just kind of being aware of your emotions, and whenever you reach for that candy, is it really a treat? Did you really, let's say, go 5 days and eat the best way you could and whatever? Then eat the treat. You know, you went 5 days. Now make sure it's not in excess. Make sure it's not an all-day bender. But if you've gone even a week, 4 days, whatever your goal was and you reached it, have that treat meal. I know I personally like to have all my treat meals out. I don't like to bring anything in because then again, I'm storing it at my house. It makes it more tempting for the next day or that next meal to go back to that. So I try to have all my treat meals out. Even if I want pancakes, I'll go buy pancakes. I'm not going to buy a box of pancake mix and leave it at my house. So is it helping or hurting? Is this helping you or is it hurting you, as in micronutrient wise? And that's something I've kind of had to, especially when my cravings kick in during prep, something I really have to look at. So my craving will kick in and normally it's going to be like a cookie or I want something chocolate. And I have to look at it and think, okay, is this going to help me on the inside or is it going to hurt me? Because these veggies that I'm eating, they have micronutrients in them. They are actually going to help heal my body. They're going to help me be more healthy. They're going to help me have more energy throughout the day. Versus this candy bar, okay, I might feel good right now, but how am I going to feel in 10 minutes? And so that kind of helps me gauge my cravings. It kind of helps me keep the cravings under control. And then it can kind of help with food choices also. I know off prep, there was a time where I was eating donuts almost daily. And finally I got to the point where I was like, okay, how do I feel right now? Like, is this donut helping me? Is it hurting me? Obviously it's hurting me because I was eating them seriously every day, guys. And so I was like, I'm getting no micronutrients from this whenever I could be eating oatmeal or brown rice or another carb source that I can get the micronutrients in. My body's not going to be as inflamed. I'm going to have a higher energy. I'm just going to feel better overall. And the next thing is, how do you feel physically? So you can do, how do you feel mentally when you eat the food, and how do you feel physically? So I know, like I said, with the sugars, with the high processed foods, shortly after you feel that crash. Well, normally natural or whole or from the earth foods, whatever you want to call them, you don't tend to have that crash. Normally you'll have more of a sustained energy. It'll last a little bit longer and you'll slowly come down off of it. Versus I'm going to eat a lot of high processed foods at once, and then I'm going to hit that food coma stage, and then I'm going to want to go to sleep. I'm not going to feel good. So to me, I kind of look at that too, especially even before cheat meals. How do I want to feel after this meal? Do I want to feel so full that I want to go lay down? Or do I want to be able to get up and stay active after this meal? So I'll kind of gauge that as well. I'll kind of take into thought, okay, well, I can eat this entire pizza, but I'm going to feel like crap. I'm going to want to go to sleep. My stomach's going to hurt. Is that really worth eating it? Or I can eat 1 to 2 pieces and I'll satisfy my craving. I won't feel sick afterwards. And it's just going to be better overall. The next one is your goals. Is what you're about to eat helping you reach your goals? And if you are like if you want to lose weight and you're just gung-ho on losing weight and you're doing whatever you can, well, looking at your food and asking yourself, is this going to help me reach my goals? Is this going to get me where I want to be? And if the answer is no, move on. Find another option that is going to help you get where you want to be. Because let's say you go out to eat and you're like, I'm going to get a salad. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then you sit down and you look at the menu and you see the steaks and the burgers and all this other stuff. Keep your goal in mind. Okay, when's the last time I had a cheat meal? Okay, I had one yesterday. Is eating this burger really going to help me right now? Is this going to get me where I want to be? More than likely, no, unless you're on a bulk. When you're on a bulk, it's a little bit different. And kind of the same way then if you're bulking, but do you want to do like a dirty bulk where you just get fat? Or do you want to do like a lean bulk, a clean bulk, whatever you want to call it? I use this a lot because I don't like a lot of the terms that are used. But if you want to do like a clean or lean or whatever bulk, thinking that way too. okay, well, I can get, the grilled chicken with the sweet potato and whatever else. Or I can get this high-fat burger with the side of fries and smother it in whatever sauce. Just thinking what's going to help your goals. And so that's kind of my tips. I know it's not a lot. I know I rambled like always and my hands are moving a lot. But I really just wanted to get those out there because I cannot stand, like, guys, I can't stand when people are like, I don't understand how you do it. I just can't eat like that. You can. Like, you can eat however you want. You just choose not to. You choose to make excuses. You choose to not put your put your best foot forward. You choose to not try your hardest. And so I don't feel sympathy for you. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad that you can't reach your goals because you are in your own way. You've been telling yourself that you can't do it. Therefore, you're not going to do it. So these are my tips to kind of help you. And I hope it helps a little bit. As always, leave questions down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share because I love you guys. I appreciate you for coming to this. And if I can help you in any way, it just makes my heart so happy. I know I always say that, but it really does. YouTube is kind of where I got started. Whenever I first started working out, I turned to a lot of YouTube videos from other people on how to work out, how to do this, how to do that. And so I just want to kind of pay it forward because it's free. And I don't mind sharing this with you guys because I have the time and because I have the information. I have personal experience and I want to give that to you guys. So, and I know I've gotten people have sent me, hey, can you do this video? Hey, can you do this video? Of course, I have no problem doing that, especially if it's something, well, let me kind of side note. I don't mind doing it if it's something that aligns with me. Now, if you're like, hey, go do this video where you go do wrestling or something weird like that, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you no, because I don't do that. It does not align with my lifestyle. But I was asked to do a day in the life kind of video. That is gonna be my next video. I'm hoping to get it up on Monday. And that way you can kind of see how I organize my day, how I get everything done in a day. Like right now, I'm actually recording the video, the full day in the life video. This is just like an extra clip of it. I don't know why I just got so lost. I'm on a prep brain right now, guys, and this is a little bit of a struggle. And my coffee has not kicked in. So I'm recording that right now. This is just like for the one that I'm going to put up today. But yeah, always, guys, reach out to me. There's my email is always in the description box below. My email is on my Instagram. So again, I love you guys. Thank you so much. And then let's just get straight into this leg workout.